Paris, and today I'm coming at you with another story time. This is part 2 of my paranormal experience. This is my most recent encounter with paranormal activity, and when I say recent, I mean like not even a week ago, and it's kind of late right now, so I'm kind of scared to be recording this video, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Today's video is brought to you by Opinion Outpost. Now, if you don't know what Opinion Outpost is basically a website where you can sign up for free, do surveys online on services and new products, and you get points for each survey that you do. And after you get those points, you could redeem them for rewards like gift cards or even cash. You heard me right, cash. It's an easy and fast way for you to make money at home if you want some extra cash on the side. This is a quick and amazing way to do that. And my favorite part about Opinion Outpost is you can actually trade in your points to support popular charity organizations if you'd like. So if you're trying to get them coins, I left the link in the description box down below, so make sure you guys check that out. Now, this story is honestly so recent that it still scares me at night before I go to bed. You guys have no clue. It's so scary. This time, I'm not gonna put any jump scares in, I promise. So about a week ago, I was editing one of my videos, okay? And this was late at night. This was about like 4 or 5 o'clock in the nighttime. In the morning, I should say, because it's AM. Anyways, I was editing one of my videos and I realized it was getting late because if you go on Twitter and people's horoscopes start showing up on your timeline, that means you've been up way too long. So I saw the horoscopes coming up and I was like, nope. Time for me to go to bed. I hopped out of my chair and I laid in my bed. But when I laid in my bed, I looked under the door and I realized that there was lights under my door, which means the hallway lights were on. I need to turn those off because electricity is not free. So I went in the hallway to turn off the lights. And when I turned off the light, looking straight ahead is my kitchen. And my kitchen lights were still on. At a quick glimpse, I saw something that I've never seen before. Like in my other video, it was a man with a hat. Last week, it was just a figure with a jacket, a black jacket on. It had no face. It was just all black. And it was really scary because this thing looked extremely visible. It looked like a person, but it's not a person. It wasn't smoky. It wasn't transparent. It was opaque and I could see it. I can see every single detail on whatever this was. But the face, there was no face and there was no hair. It was bald. So at a quick glance, when I was turning off the light, I saw this thing in my kitchen and it was kind of peeping out over to me. So at first I was scared. I was like, okay, what is that? Then I tried to trick my mind. I'm like, oh, it's just my brother. Like, don't be scared, because my heart was beating so fast. It was beating out of my chest. So I called my brother's name and he answered me from his room. I was like, not again. After I called his name, I looked back in the kitchen and the thing that was looking out at me was gone. There was nothing there. But that didn't make me feel any less scared. I was still really scared. I was like, there's either a person in my house or a demon in my life. I would rather the person in my house. So at this point, I'm like, hey, I have to turn the kitchen lights off because I'm going to sleep. I turned the lights off, and as I'm walking back, I'm looking around me because I'm like, there was something there. I know there was something there. As I'm looking back, I see the same figure, but this time it's, oh my gosh, my heart. But this time it's on the opposite side of my kitchen. So there's 2 doors to my kitchen. There's 2 openings to my kitchen. There's an opening when you walk forward and there's an opening to walk into the dining room. When I looked towards the dining room, whatever it was staring at me again. I looked and I was like, I can't do this. I just kept walking straight and acted like I didn't see anything. I was like, maybe if it thinks I can't see it, I'm scared, guys. I don't know if I could continue this. Hold on. I just heard something. So I just continued walking and I thought to myself, if it thinks I can't see it, then maybe it won't bother me. So I walked fast towards me and my brother's room and I opened up my brother's door and I opened it, but he was asleep. He was sleeping. So I woke him up and I'm like, did you hear when I called you? He's like, get out, I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, did you just answer me when I called you like 2 minutes ago? He's like, what are you talking about? Just get out. So then my heart starts beating because I'm like, then who answered me? Someone answered me and it was coming from his room. But he was sleeping. He's been sleeping because he had to work the next morning, which means he was asleep from like 11 o'clock. At this point, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I turn most of my lights off in my room, but I leave one lamp that's near my bed on because I was like, Ain't no way you gonna catch me. There's a lamp on. A light is gonna save my life. I'm not sleeping in the dark tonight, no. Turn one lamp on, turn the TV on, but I put it on low because I was really, really tired. I've been up all day. I go to lay down and my house is silent, but I can hear a footstep in the hallway. I shut my eyes so tight and I'm like, please make it be my mom. Please make it be my mom. Please make it be my mom. So I say out loud, I'm like, Mom? No one answered. The footsteps completely stopped. I was like, my life is going to be taken. I start scrolling on my phone because what else are you supposed to do when you're scared at 5 a.m. in the morning? So I'm just scrolling until eventually I get tired. At this point, it's like 6:45, but it's still not light outside because when I'm that scared, I usually wait until I see a little bit of blue outside because then I feel safe. But since it's wintertime, it was still pitch black outside and I was getting tired. So I was like, you know what? It's time to go to bed. I lay down and I drift into sleep. And then, you guessed it, I get sleep paralysis. Except for this sleep paralysis was too coincidental to be an illusion. During the sleep paralysis, I'm laying down in my bed and my eyes are open, can't move. As soon as this happens, I automatically think about the thing I saw in the kitchen. And when I saw it in the kitchen, I was awake. I was not sleepy. I was not just waking up. It was not in my head. I saw what I saw. So my sleep paralysis, I can't move. I'm moving my toes and my fingers and I'm trying to break out of it because the first thing I think about is the thing that I saw in the kitchen and in the dining room. Then my door opens and the same thing that I saw in the kitchen starts walking into my room. And you guys, I swear to you, in that moment, I was like, I would rather die right now than face this thing face to face because I'm terrified out of my life. The way my heart was beating, I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack and literally just die. Like, my heart has never gone that fast in my entire life ever. It was the scariest thing I have ever experienced in my entire life. So this thing opened the door and it just kept coming closer and closer and closer to my bed until it was literally in my face and I couldn't move. As soon as it came close to my face, my breathing stopped. My heart was beating fast and I honestly thought it was the last moments of my life. I am not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. It was so scary. So while this thing is in my face, I can't breathe. Like, there's no oxygen going in my lungs at all. It felt as if I was holding my breath, but I know I wasn't holding my breath. I just couldn't breathe. It felt like something was pushing down on my chest. And as soon as it felt like 2 more seconds and I passed out is when I gasped for air. I got up out of my bed and yes, I'm a Cancer. I started crying. I don't care how old I am. I started bawling my eyes out, ran to my mom, and even though it felt like that whole thing happened in 15 minutes, it was literally like 2 hours because when I woke up and gasped for air, it was like 8:15 and my mom was getting ready for work. At that point, I was like, I need to get out of this house. I don't care where I go. I just need to go for a walk. So I walked to McDonald's and I got a sausage and egg McMuffin. Came back home, did a little research, and from what I gathered over the internet, what I saw in my kitchen was supposed to be a shadow person. Apparently. From the descriptions I see online and what happened to me, that's what it seems like it was. So that was my most recent paranormal experience. Thank you guys for watching, and tomorrow is going to be another story time about how I almost beat up my best friend. And I'm actually gonna have her here telling her side of the story while I tell my side of the story because I still don't believe her side of the story. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching. I love you guys. Don't gotta tell you twice, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye guys.